Greetings from the land of Canada, my name is Nooch and welcome back to another video. That's what my voice sounds like? Holy shit.
Tinker.
Greetings from the land of Canada, my name is Nooch and welcome back to another Dota 2 How to Play Enigma video. And this is one of the more interesting heroes in the game in terms of his abilities, because he is a very easy time farming neutrals. He's actually the best jungler in the game in terms of the speed in which he clears the jungle. There's really no other hero that even compares to him. The only ones that even come to mind are heroes like Chen and Enchantress, because they can use the AoE from the Wild Wind Hawks to clear stacks pretty quickly, as well as farm with neutrals against them. So basically, this is a video on how you're supposed to jungle as Enigma, as well as what you should do with item builds and carry on during the mid game and late game. Not so much late game. I started goofing off at the end there, but it's our win was pretty much secured at that point. Spoiler alert: we win this game. I mean, you can just look at our draft and you can see that we're actually a lot stronger than they are. We actually have 3 heroes that hard counter Techies. We have Zeus, Lycan, and myself. Me and Lycan have summons that we can use to take out his mines and everything. And Zeus has his W, which sees them while they're invisible. So, as well as his ultimate, gives him true sight. And I was just pointing out here that he had a missing inventory slot, so he for sure put down a ward. That would have been perfect for Zeus to start dewarding, because when you deward early levels, 100 XP and 100 gold is massive. So maybe he should have done that. But yes, my build this game is Iron Talon and two Clarities. I feel like this is a very good Enigma starting build for jungle, because Iron Talon is just incredible at clearing jungle camps, especially with Enigma, which you automatically kill the smaller creep and then you use the Iron Talon on the larger creep. So your farming speed in the jungle is even more so accelerated. And you could see I was clearing out trees there to make it a lot easier for me to farm both of the camps with my W. That's pretty much what you want to do. It all depends on how much you're being pressured, basically, how you play the early game. Because the early game for Enigma, it's very standard. You farm neutrals with your W. That's basically it. And if they have something like a bounty hunter or a Ricky that keeps bothering you and they keep trying to mess you up or whatever, it's actually a good idea to go into their jungle and start farming their jungle, because they're going to have a bounty hunter and a Ricky looking for you and yours. Right here, I was wondering why our OD had not actually skilled his Astral. But yes, so this is what you do. You pull out the creep, you kill the smaller one, and what I like to do is I like to bring forward 1 for any of these creeps, like centaurs, any of the ogres like this, like these bears. I put 1 forward so that they can't actually they don't do this. They don't use their abilities, because for those of you who don't know how abilities in neutral camps work, is if there is 3 units around a neutral creep that has an ability such as War Stomp or that Bear's Clap you saw, they're gonna cast it if there's 3 units around it. It's a bit like Roshan's Stomp. So, and right here I'm trying my best to split up my Eidolons so that they can actually spawn in before they die. And for those of you who don't know how Enigma's W works, is you kill a creep. They could be an allied creep or an enemy creep. I actually probably could have killed my my mid laner's creep right at the start of the game to deny a little bit more XP, which is something that a lot of Enigmas like to do. I didn't think of it this game. I probably would have done it. It's actually a really easy way of getting your mid laner even further ahead, which is nice. And I can't believe the Zeus still hasn't dewarded. I actually just, since this is replay, I can see enemies' wards, and I can see that it's actually sitting right underneath the small camp up there, just on the minimap. And I'm surprised he hasn't dewarded that, because it's pretty obvious that he put one there. He's not even trying to pull. Anyway, this is actually one of the better camps. I like this camp for junglers, just in general. The alpha wolf pack. It does a lot of damage, but it gives the best XP and gold per like HP out of all the neutral camps. So it's pretty good. And right here, I'm just about to get my soul ring so I can start farming a little bit better so that I don't run out of mana. That's what the 2 clarities were for, so that I actually have like a decent mana pool while I'm doing this. Yeah, right here I'm actually just waiting for a stack. I wasn't planning on killing the creeps just yet, so I use my Iron Talon, pull the creep out at 53, kill one of the wild wings, and then when I come back, there's going to be an extra neutral camp there. And I think here I decided to use my Midnight Pulse just to accelerate the farming of it, because it is a big group of enemies, and the amount of damage that the Midnight Pulse does is not negligible. Plus, I had a bunch of mana. You want to farm as fast as possible. Like, it's pretty ridiculous the amount of XP and farm that Enigma gets in the jungle. If he's uncontested, it's 3.5 minutes in and I'm level 5. It's ridiculous. Once I get my 6, like I can go ganking, you know, which a lot of people like to hype up Enigma's ult. I just like to see it as like an AoE stun that has a very, very long cooldown. So it's like you don't have to use it perfectly. You don't have to get 5 people in it. Just as long as you can get the full duration off. I think that's a little bit more important. I think it's more important to get the entire 4-second duration on a hero than it is to get multiple heroes in it. Because if you're in a position where you cast your ultimate and somebody immediately cancels it, it's not doing anything. You can hit 5 people, but then get hit with a Techies mine that stuns you and it immediately gets cancelled. And it's not going to do you any good. So that's why BKB is a really good item on Enigma, but they actually have some decent, well, a decent counter to Enigma with the BKB, which is with Pudge. If he gets a Blink Dagger, he's just going to be able to jump on me with his ultimate and disable me through BKB. But yeah, thankfully their Pudge wasn't too good this game. Right here, I'm just scouting because somebody was mentioning that Tiny was missing, and there he is, just diving tier 1. And I'm sure that was a misclick. I'm actually sure that was a misclick on OD. How he astraled himself instead of the Tiny. If he astraled the Tiny, he was dead. That Tiny was like super, super dead. And another thing that you can do with Enigma against Techies, because like as you can see, he's actually just chilling there. I was using my W. I was using my Eidolons to actually clear mines out. And just running up here, this was just a gamble. I was just gambling to hope that he wasn't putting his mines there, because I already saw that he put them over on the other hill. So I was just hoping that he didn't have any more of them. As you can see here, I'm actually pulling out this camp with my Midnight Pulse, breaking the trees. And yeah, I actually haven't explained how the Eidolons, they split. The Eidolons split after 6 attacks. So once an Eidolon attacks 6 times, it splits into 2. It can only do that once. You can't have like 6 and then turn them into 12 and then etc, etc. It only happens once. And the way that the Eidolons scale is mostly with their damage. The level 1 is the best value point, but you obviously want to scale it if you're going to be farming in the jungle, because just the extra damage makes it go so much faster. The extra HP makes it a little bit easier to farm, just because you don't have to worry about making too many mistakes. Because if an Eidolon dies before it splits, it's like really unfortunate, because you're missing out on a lot of DPS. So that's why you want to be as careful as possible with these, and which is why splitting them is very important. And I get a little bit less, I guess. I get lazy with how I split them here, because I already have 6 and they're going to die anyways. You really only want to farm these 3 camps. You don't need to farm the small camp or the big one over there, but if you can find the time to do it, definitely go ahead. Here, I was like, worried about the Techies, you know, if I'm going to be walking into a couple of mines here. I wasn't actually thinking too much about that, but it's always something. Look at that, I placed a ward right on top of theirs. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I can see it on my minimap. You can't actually see it in the game, but if you look on the minimap, where Tinker is, yeah, boom. Goodbye, world. Techies is a good hero. What happened to Enigma? He just sort of got deleted from Dota, huh? I just sort of like, oh man, what happened? A glitch put my hero on cooldown. What's happening? Why am I dead all of a sudden? I don't know if this Lycan gets this kill. Maybe it's because the Tiny has his abilities on cooldown, and he wanted to see if he could run him down, but it doesn't look like it. Back to farming, boys. Farming with Enigma is really good. An item build that's really good on him, which, by the way, right here I just smoked up so that I could run up next to my OD. If they try to gank him, I'll just throw down my black hole and we'll get an easy kill. I didn't know that they had actually had a ward there. I'm pretty sure that they would have scouted that out. So what I do is I don't waste too much time. You always want to pretty much keep your farming patterns relatively consistent. That being said, you can mix it up a bit, because I noticed that Techies was actually mining up my jungle a lot, and it wasn't the best, you know. Like you don't want to deal with something like that. And I actually ran into a mine there. I didn't really care about this. I was just like, I'm just gonna throw my ult at the Tinker. He's gonna get killed, and that's an easy. It's just, you know, that's what you got to do. If it's 8 minutes in, I don't need to worry about getting the biggest, the most value out of my black hole. But the thing is, like, that's actually one of the best values that you can get. It's just a kill on the mid laner. Boom, you're actually good. Like, that's actually probably one of the best kills that I could have asked for. Because a kill on the Techies, who cares? Kill on their hard carry, definitely really good. But the mid laner with the most XP and farm on their team, I believe, no. So definitely their hard carry is a little bit of a better target for that. But yeah, see how my Eidolons all died here before I could split them up? Not good. Not good. It's gonna lower the amount of like, I guess, gold per minute and stuff that I'm gonna be getting from this camp. So I'm not gonna be killing it as fast. I've got a lot of gold though. In terms of item builds, you want to typically build a mechanism on Enigma, because you have a lot of farm very quickly, and a mechanism early game is very powerful. And I noticed that the Nyx actually wanted to go for a kill here, very easy. I actually didn't know that. I thought, because I clicked on Juggernaut and I saw that he didn't have enough mana for his spin. I actually saw that he had like 30 mana, so I was like, hey, there's no way that even with a max stick, well, I mean, if he had a max stick, he'd be able to use his ultimate, and I don't know if it's on cooldown, but that was relatively safe to just walk up and Q him like that. Q him with my Maledict, which is a very good spell. This at level 4 is one of the best stuns in the game, because an instant strikes every 2 seconds. Basically, the way that it works is you use it on an enemy, and it stuns them for a scaling amount of time. It goes from 0.25 to 5 to 0.75 to 1. And within each of these levels, okay, basically, I think we're both gonna die here, yeah. I tried to juke. Here's what I actually tried. I actually tried to juke in the trees there, but the freaking, the Techies actually just suicided and blew it up. So I don't know. I don't know what it was a really, I don't know, weird play. There was a weird play that was going on there, but I thought it was kind of funny. Just because, like, the Techies just blew up for no reason, you know. It would have been a sick juke if those trees would have been there, but the Techies ruined all of my plans. All of my plans that went down the tubes because of that guy. And yeah, like I said, Maledict's a very good spell. It stuns them every 2 seconds for a decent amount of time, which at level 1 and 2, it's not the best. Level 1 stunning for 2.25 seconds every 2 seconds is not that great. But level 3, 1 second every 2 seconds, and there's 3 instances. It disables them for a very long time, because one of the reasons why it's good is because it cancels animations very easily. Yeah, and right here I had a feeling that Techies was around here. We actually saw him on the minimap that was he left from right around here. And he could have even planted mines like back there where I'm walking right now, which I probably should have sent an idol on there, but luckily for me he hadn't put any mines there. But yes, what was I saying? Something about item builds? Yeah, I guess item builds. You can go mechanism. Mechanism's very safe. It's a very standard build. Some people like Roshan. Some people like going Blink Dagger first item on Enigma. It allows them to gank much easier, and I just find that in this game we wanted to push more than anything. We wanted to like before the Techies gets his 6, before he goes and starts putting remote mines under all the towers, which we still have answers for. That's the thing. We have Zeus as well as Eidolons and what are they called? The wolves from Lycan, so that we can actually clear those out relatively quickly. And since wolves nowadays have, like, what is it, 70% magic resistance, they're not gonna, if he tries to blow them up, he's gonna have to blow up like 3 or 4 to kill his wolves. I don't have a teleport scroll here. I actually think I got the courier to send me one out. This would have been a very, very good TP. We would have got a kill on the Pudge, and you can even see the Tinkers teleporting in, and the Juggernaut as well. This is an easy kill. This is both of these guys right here as whatever, you know. Might as well use it. It's like if you're not using it, if you're not using your ultimate, you're doing something wrong. I find. Like maybe that wasn't the best kill to go for, to use a very long cooldown like that, but at least we got the kill. Like, that's the thing, like, it's a Techies, you know, he can just use suicide, which I was very surprised that the Outworld Destroyer just walked away from that, because I just barely killed him, as you saw there. The damage per second on Black Hole is very low, and he just barely died to it, is basically what I'm saying. And if I wouldn't have killed him with the Black Hole and he would have just suicided, it would have been the biggest waste of a cooldown. But right now it's like, while your Black Hole's on cooldown, just go back to farming. Like, that's actually what you just do. You don't need to always be there because we're not 5-manning. Everybody just wants to farm right now. OD wants to farm, Lycan wants to farm. There's really nothing, like, I can't be pushing a tower right now as Enigma. I could probably go bottom, but the thing is, there's always a Juggernaut that could be there. Tinker has boots of travel now, he can anti-push. So basically we just want to farm. I have my mechanism already, which is a really good pushing item. It's a good team fighting 5-man item. That's the thing. In pub games, it's really hard to be organized with what all of your team is doing. And right here, I'm not walking up there. I'm sending an Eidolon, because, like, this Techies is going to be all over my jungle, and that's one of the reasons why, if you want to go into their jungle to farm, if they're going to be bothering you like this, it's actually pretty good. And we actually have a Juggernaut just running into our jungle, you know? Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about this? I have a stun. I don't have my ultimate, but if we have some backup, our Lycan actually was at like 10 HP, so you really want to concede your jungle a little bit. Like, it's a little bit of map control that you're giving up, but right there, that was a little bit rough. The Nyx, I find, misplayed a little bit. If he would have stayed in his creeps, he probably could have, because the thing is, he was pretty dead there, and I find that Astral questionable. But he killed him anyways with his ultimate. See, that's the thing. He has a long cooldown as well. You have to use your spells. You have to put them on cooldown, because cooldowns come back. Golden XP, always going to be. It's you just get them. You know, get gold, get XP, and your cooldowns will come back. Don't worry about that. Gold does not come back. You have to earn it. So using your spells in the right way is definitely something you want to do. The more black holes, see, that's the thing. I just want to use this spell all the time. Every time that it's off cooldown. And stunning this guy like this so that he couldn't use his spin. I don't even know if he had enough mana for it. Getting mana burned by Nyx is a huge issue for Juggernaut, because he doesn't have that big of a mana pool anyways. So if he isn't able to use his ultimate with the 200 mana, or at level 11 I think it's 275, it's very good for starting some fights. And here I've got my mechanism. This is the reason why mechanism is actually really good against Tinker for pushing, because he's going to be using his March of the Machines to do damage to the creep wave. But I could just heal it up. I can just heal it up with mechanism, and we can continue the push. But the problem with this is that mechanism has a ridiculously large cooldown at the moment. It's actually 65 seconds. That's why upgrading it to people like rushing a what are they called? Guardian Greaves and out of their mech, because it gets them a lot more value out of the heal, because their cooldown gets reduced by 20 seconds, which is really nice. I'm getting to my Blink Dagger. I'm getting there soon. Right here I was just like, let's go. Look at this. I'm just gonna ult their hard carry. What are they gonna do about it, you know? Like, they've got they've got okay. So we didn't have any follow-up. That's the thing. I tried to get the Tiny and the Juggernaut. I thought the OD was just gonna walk up and start hitting them, but I don't know. Maybe he was lagging because he has a Force Staff. Like, he has good mobility, right? So right here, this was a little bit of a mistake. We know that they have a Tinker, and Tinker has a lot of damage that he can get out pretty quickly. I don't want to. And if you lose your OD for something like that, it's definitely not worth it. But if you lose your Zeus, who is playing support, level 9, to kill their Tiny, who is level 11, which is what he did, that is, I would say, worth it. But at the same time, they got a kill and 2 assists off that, which, I mean, if we look at the gold swing after that, maybe not so much. As you can see, like, we got the kill on Tiny, we got a bunch of gold. But then after he died, they ended up getting a tower as well as a whole bunch of assist gold, so maybe not so much worth it. Because this is what happened. Okay, I get hooked. Look at this. But quick, fast fingers, I was able to get my Maledict off, and he missed a kill on me, basically. We're going to see if we can get a kill here. We've got a Nyx following up on this. This is actually a really fantastic play on him, because he actually got a double stun here, and killing the Tinker like that. Tinker's a very high level. Really good. Solid play from our Nyx. And I love this new camp. It's so nice. This new camp, it allows for so much more options to play the off lane. That's different though. And right there I was like, okay, that's bullshit, okay? There is no way that he had any idea that I was there unless they had a ward. And right here I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna come help him with my Eidolons. There's no camp there to farm anymore. Maybe, see, that's the thing. That was I wouldn't say a misplay, but well played on the Tiny, using my Eidolons to throw them at the Nyx. I think the Nyx, unless he started, because he didn't even juke, so he could have juked inside the trees, but it's a bit strange. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I call out to the Nyx that, I mean, the Zeus, that it was warded there. Yeah, you can't really ask what'll happen if what would happen there if I wasn't using my Eidolons to kill Tiny. Would he have got away? Would the Tiny not have died? Would the Nyx not have died? You know, it's an interesting question, but at the end of the day, it's not the biggest deal. I'm still missing out a lot on my Blink Dagger, and this Pudge actually made a really nice hook on me. I was able to get 2 kills out of it. I did not know that there was a Pudge there. I thought I was decently safe. My black hole was coming up really soon. I was planning on using that in the fight if we decided to fight. And yeah, missed stun on Nyx. That happens though. You can't get angry at Nyx's when they miss their stun. It's not like Lion Stun where it's targeted. They actually changed it. I don't know why. And I like the way that this Lycan's playing, using his wolves to actually kill the healing ward. And this was surprising how he actually got the kill here. Nyx is not going to get away, but that was a really good play on Tinker, being able to pick up the kill on Lycan as well as the Nyx. I'm falling a little bit behind on farm. I got my mechanism, and then I haven't gotten an item for like another 6 minutes. Because I've been trying to do too much stuff with the team, and I'm just dying to the AoE of all their team. Which is why I'm going to go Blink Dagger BKB this game, because they have so much magic damage. And once I get BKB Lion, Lion Tiny isn't going to be able to cancel my Black Hole with his Avalanche, but with Toss, he is still going to be able to. Not if I'm standing inside my Black Hole, though. He's not going to be able to get near enough. Close enough. And yeah, right here it's like, okay, when you're posturing under a tower like this, you're basically saying, I will have TP support if you dive me. And I'm hoping that my team has teleport scrolls. I'm actually just gonna bring that up. I've got 2 teleport scrolls on my team, Zeus and Outworld. There's actually a fight going on. See, right here, I was debating black holing, and then I just let it rip anyways. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I didn't get the full duration, but I stunned the Tiny. You know, it wasn't the best black hole. but you know, there's not much you can do about that. Can you kill mines? Can you kill mines with Iron Talon? I actually don't know. I actually have no idea. That would be sick. That would actually be an insane counter. Yeah, I just picked up my Blink Dagger. So I got another 2.5 minutes before I can use my black hole again. Oh! I was freaking out there. I was like, oh no. Excuse me. That's always so like sketchy when you first when you're demining techies with like temporary true sight such as a Zeus, because if you're right clicking the mines and then the true sight goes away, you just start walking towards the mines, and then if like the techies knows this and he sees you get within the blast radius, he can just kill you. It's really it's pretty crazy. Back to farming. Enigma is such an amazing jungler. You should always be farming neutrals with your W. I'm actually not even doing that well in terms of farm, because I don't play Enigma a lot. I actually just thought that playing him this game might have been fun. It was a good pick. I don't like really playing any other junglers other than Enigma. Like Legion Commander is such a boring jungler. This guy, you at least like have to use your minions decently well, so that you can get the most effectiveness out of them. But like with LC, you just right click. Same with like Sand King. You just sit there. You just sit there with your W turned on, and you farm neutrals. It's super boring. Well, we almost died to that. I'm glad that he only had like 3. It was here. Have some mechanism. I think that Techies is like level 7 or something. Like. Okay, so he's super dead. He's super dead as well. If I stay, I'm gonna feed. So, unless this is okay. I remember this. I actually played this game yesterday, and I remember what happens here. They're doing this. This Roche while my black hole's on cooldown. It's actually like barely coming off cooldown, but I still don't have enough for it. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to have it for this fight. I believe there's like 10 seconds left before I jump in. Because like right here, I actually wanted to just jump in and use this. I should have waited. I definitely should have waited. Because I pretty much just jump in and feed at that point. And I don't even have my black hole. But to be completely honest, we didn't have much follow-up anyways. Maybe using the cooldown there wouldn't even have been the best idea. That was just a bad fight in general. Like I said, it's a pub game. Organizing fights with your team is rather difficult, which is why I love playing in a party. I love 5-manning, because Roche fights get so much more interesting, because you can actually be like, alright, engage, okay, disengage, back up, okay, they use their cooldowns, you know, like, where are their wards? Because Roshan is one of the most contested ward spots in the game, and there's so many different places where the ward can be hidden now, so you need to find them. And with Zeus it's so easy, which is why it's pretty much, I find it's not it's like somewhat unacceptable that they have a ward sitting right on top of that high ground. We both have that. It's the freest D ward for a Zeus. So, and I think we called it out pretty obviously that they have a ward there, and he goes and he D wards it, which is nice. Yeah, I'm trying to buy sentries, but I don't have enough gold. Definitely not worth going in on the Pudge here. Probably the lowest net worth in the game. Second to our Zeus. And just going in on that guy while they have a whole bunch of, like a big amount of their team backing him up. Good kill for the Zeus. See, this is the thing. Okay, if you're going to be playing Zeus, you need to know when to use your ult. And I find the way to use your ult, and I know that he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, but blinking on the downward arc of when Tiny tosses you, it's and here I black hole just a tiny bit too late. You can outrange Juggernaut's ultimate with your black hole, but I unfortunately mistimed it, and it was a bit of a waste of a cooldown. It would have been a good play though. He wouldn't have got his ult off, but even then, He has Aegis. He would have just came back after he died and then ulted. So maybe a Ghost Scepter this game would have been really good, but it's not. It's not the. Actually, that would actually be a pretty sick build. Like Blink Ghost Scepter against this team. The only thing that it really does is counter Juggernauts. See, that's the thing. I don't think it's the best. It's the best item. Increasing your magic damage that you receive by 40% against a team that has so much magic damage. Basically, a tanker on their team. That's all you really need to think. Is yeah, Ghost Scepter stops being such a good item after that. Especially like, come on, Techies, all that magic damage. Tiny, his combo. Even like Spin is a lot of magic damage. Not to mention Pudge. Yeah, I don't think Ghost Scepter would have been a very good item this game. Which is why BKB, way better item. Because now there's no mini stun on Juggernaut's ult anymore. Man, what a nerf. Enigma's a really strong hero. Being able to farm camps so quickly and efficiently. Like, you can farm Ancients. This is the thing. Okay, this actually may become new meta. I've never actually experimented with this. But farming Ancients with Enigma's Eidolons is very, very easy because there's a neutral camp that spawns right there. So I've never tried it at level 1, but I think that's worth experimenting with because the amount of right-click damage that the Eidolons do is very, very, like, it's very good. Excuse me, it's very good. Does that Nyx have a lens? Why would you build lens? I guess it's okay on Nyx, but yeah, well, you get hooked by Pudge because they have vision. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm pinging that out, it's making it pretty obvious that they have wards there. But getting a return kill on Tiny, which it looks like we're actually going to miss that kill, and our OD goes down as well. Black King Bar's on cooldown if they want to make a play happen with Nyx, which, I mean, he has a Yules. This is a very, very weird Nyx build. I wonder what he was thinking. I guess Yules is pretty decent. It's a decent disable against the Tinker. Honestly, hey, I like Yules. I like Yules this game. I didn't even think of that. Because it actually disables the Tinker out of his teleport while you're trying to find him. So, it's actually a pretty good spell. I mean, item, this game. Is he going to be able to get this kill? Was that a... Uh-oh. Rip. See, okay, techies that do this, you're not cool. Like, you got a suicide kill, buddy. One. You got one suicide kill against a Nyx assassin. Why are you, like, bunch of flamers, man. It's ridiculous. If I got a 5-man black hole, I would pause the fucking game. I actually would. I would pause it while 5 people were in my black hole because that is epic. And that's like some serious BM. That's like some tilting shit. Like, that would actually, like, that's some game losing, like, mentality for the other team, is staring at your entire team being disabled by one spell, you know? Like, that's banter. That's like, here I'm like, let's go, boys. And he's so dumb. Oh, that pissed me off so much. That was a free 2 kills. He had his ultimate and everything. Oh man, that was a free 2 kills. I didn't even, okay, because here's what happened. He sheepsticked the Juggernaut. There I was like, that's fine. I don't care. If we stack disables as long as I get my ultimate off. But then he astrals him. He astral imprisons him. Oh, why? Why you do this? And like, the Techies is so stupid. Like, he just jumps in. Okay, I was like, Tiny's here. I see the animation. I think this Tiny has a 4-staff. Does he have a 4-staff? No, he doesn't. That was a weird animation. But yes. Like I was saying, that was a really bad play by our Outworld Devourer. I black hole their hard carry and their mid laner, and he goes and astrals one of them. I mean, we still killed their Tinker at the start of the fight very quickly, so that was good. I actually did not see that teleport. I thought that I would be able to see it as I was running through, but there's actually a Pudge in there right now. What? I did not realize that. Yeah, I sold my Iron Talon, guys. It's better than selling Soul Ring, I think. Yeah, I picked up my BKB. BKB is such a broken item. It's so dumb. Magic immunity. So, but the thing is, it's all about your BKB timing. Some people, they waste BKBs. The amount of effectiveness that you get out of your Black King bar is very, very important. I find that one player that uses his Black King bar better than any player that I've seen, he has the best usage out of them, is Arteezy. Every time he uses his BKB, I'm always like, oh my god, that was perfect. That was either timed perfectly to the point where it was like it was super easy for them. Well, I mean, okay. What I'm saying is he uses BKB well in the sense that he never has like a downtime for it. It's always doing something. Like right there, if Tiny had a BKB, if Arteezy was Tiny and he had a BKB, he would have used it before he got sheepsticked. Examples like that, you know. He never hesitates. It's very good. It's very good. That's just me being an Arteezy fanboy, though. I have a gem. Where did this come from? I think the Tiny had this, and we killed him, and I picked up his gem. And this is like, I don't know. Once you get a gem against the Techies, the map opens up. It just it truly does. Getting a gem this late on our team is actually really bad. So right there, that was actually just Pudge being bad. Hey, let's go! Please don't Astral Imprisonment again! And he doesn't, and we kill his hard carry as well as the mid laner. It's so good! The black hole! And there I was just looking for the Pudge. And I knew that he was there. He missed his hook. If he would have got me with that hook, I don't think that would have happened. I think I would have actually just died. Because I'm pretty sure there was a... I don't think I would have died, maybe, but... Because I have mech and everything. But, still. That was weak. That was weak, not getting the kill like that. I didn't want to be the first one up there. Which, when I have mech, it's actually not that hard to dive, but I didn't want to run into a bunch of Techies mines, you know. This is good, though. Good Midnight Pulse. This is a fantastic Midnight Pulse. It actually does so much damage to Tiny as well as Pudge. And he actually gets to deny, but whatever. Doesn't matter. And we're not worried about Tiny, Techies at all. Excuse me. It's really nasty. Really nasty. I'll just snort directly into the mic like that. I wish I had a mute button. Or I do have a mute button. I should mute my mic when I'm sick like this and I sneeze or whatever. What a strange commentary. Alright, so yes, Enigma is a very, very good hero. This is the most standard build I would imagine with him. You can also go Ags. Aghanim's a very strong item on Enigma because it gives you double effectiveness out of your Midnight Pulse. Because if you're using your Midnight Pulse properly, which is right before your ultimate, you'd actually get so much damage from that. Your Midnight Pulse lasts for 11 seconds, and the damage per second is 5.25% of their max HP. That's not current HP, that is max HP. If they have 2000 HP, they are going to be taking, what is it, like 50 damage a second? No, more than that, 100 damage a second. And it's pure damage. And what Aghanim's does is it applies Midnight Pulse to your ultimate. So, and it stacks with Midnight Pulse. So, when your ultimate is disabling them for 4 seconds, and you're also doing 10.5% of their damage in pure damage, it's pretty ridiculous. That's also a really good use of the Yules. I like the Yules. The Yule's actually a very good item. Right there, I tried to get the Juggernaut as well as the Tinker, but I unfortunately did not. But it was fine, we picked him up anyways. This was like, okay, free Roche guys, come on, let's go. Let's go. And I popped my BKB there. You always don't even think about it, because most of the time you're gonna be right. Most of the time there's a reason, there's a very good reason to use your BKB. Like their Pudge was dead, and that was the only way that they could disable me, with hook or ultimate. And they also had a Tiny, he could have disabled me. They had a Techies, he could have disabled me. Just always use your BKB. It's a very good item. It's there for a reason. Yeah, not using your items is very. It's a sign of. It's sort of. I'd say it's a sign of inexperience. Not using your items, just like forgetting to use them or not having them on cooldown when you need them or off cooldown. It's a bit of a sign of inexperience. Because, like, I should have been using Soul Ring. Like that's the thing. I would like to play. I would like to play perfectly. I want to be using Soul Ring every time I cast a spell. And like a couple times there's like a couple times that I didn't use it, which like you lose a little bit of efficiency, and that's what Dota's all about. So maximizing stuff like that, getting it as muscle memory, is a very good way of getting yourself to be a better player, which is why I've started buying BKB a lot more. I used to not buy BKB just because it's such a strong item, and I find well, not I find, but like I used to play with people who would be like, oh, you build BKB, it's so lame, and it's like whatever, you know, like I don't care. If you think that it's lame, I guess I just won't use it. It doesn't matter. And here I'm like, let's go. I'm gonna save my nicks. Get the wrecked, small son. All right. I was actually surprised he didn't try to spin for that. How did he have vision? How did he even have vision? By the way, the base is dying, and I have $7,000. It's pretty sick. Yeah, Enigma's a good hero. Aghanims is very strong. You gotta use it with in combination with your Midnight Pulse to get the most effectiveness out of it. Refresher's a good item. Especially if you build something like a sheep stick as well. That's the thing. A Scythe of Vice is a very good item on Enigma because it makes you more useful against BKB heroes while your black hole is down. Because Malefice, it stuns them for 1 second and then they can use their BKB. And this is like a meme build. Like, I don't know, man. I just like what do you even do here? Like I was just like, let's just get a whole bunch of S and Ys. And there I could have survived there easily if I used any of my spells or any of my abilities and had my team there. See, that's the thing. It's a sign of experience. Like, I mean, like not using your mechanism when they have a Tinker. I know that he's gonna blink in on me. I know that he's gonna use all of his spells and items on me, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna die. You know, but that's the thing. That one little doubt, because I didn't know what his Dagon was. I didn't know that he actually had like a level 5 Dagon, and if that was in the back of my mind, I might have just popped Mac, and that would have been it. Because I wanted to see, that's the thing. I wanted to save my BKB, but that's the thing. You shouldn't have to think that. You shouldn't think, oh, I'm going to save my BKB for a better time, because not dying is the best way of using it. It's the best time. I'm sorry. Yules on Nyx is one of the funniest things I've ever seen when you have Ags. Just a spinning dirt pile. Like, what? What? Yeah, this is the meme build. I always go. Whenever I'm super far ahead and I don't know what to build, I just buy S and Y. I just automatically buy S and Y. Like, what else can you buy at the secret at the I guess Refresh Orb. I guess that's the newest big item that you can build out of just your main shop that has the. Actually, no, Dagon's always going to be the meme build. I should have got Dagon. What am I thinking? But S and Y looks sick. It's actually such a cool looking item. Plus, look at this move speed, guys. 446. Look at these Tronco boots. Tronco boots, double S and Y Enigma. This is how you do it. This is how we do it, right? I'm just having fun this game. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't like when it comes to the part when we mega creep them. I stopped taking it seriously at this point, because they don't have like a mega creeps lineup. I guess they have Techies, but he's so bad. And they also have a Juggernaut with just Astral yourself. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm post game. Post game analysis includes raging at my teammates. By the way, because what? Why wouldn't you Astral? What are you doing? This OD was playing so bad. 5K bracket can be so weird sometimes, honestly. Because everybody's mechanically good, but their decision-making skills are questionable to say the least. Yeah, there's a lot of different builds I could have went. I think this one, for this game in particular, was probably the best, because it's very standard. Midas. Go Midas if you want, if you think you're... Because that's actually a very legitimate build. Right here. Bam. BKB, Black Hole, mid laner, hard carry, and we have our hard carry just railing into them. And I thought we would actually be able to do more damage, but once again, it's a Lycan. He doesn't actually have the highest... well, I mean, he has very high DPS on single target heroes, but since there were two of them... I think I'm dead here. I think he's dead here. Yeah, get wrecked. I didn't even know there was a Nyx hiding in the bushes. He was just chilling in the bushes, looking to get that kill on Tinker. Oh, man. Well, that was fun. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about Enigma. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and let me know in the comments which hero you want me to do next. Hope you guys all enjoy. Take it easy. Peace.